Hey everyone, welcome to the Mind of Ro page. So for the last few weeks, I've been making some videos on how to work with the Neteru and the Orishas on healing our energy centers. So this week, I'm going to be focused on our heart energy center, or in other words, our heart chakra, which is our fourth energy center. It's associated with the color green, the element air, and obviously our love energy, to not only be able to give love, but also to be able to receive love as well. So if you like my videos, please share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Mind of Ro. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. So today I'm going to speak about Auset and Ma'at, and these are Neterus, or in other words, ancient Kemetic or ancient Egyptian goddesses. So Auset is actually Isis. Most people know her by the name of Isis, which is her Greek version of her name. So before she was called Isis, her original name is actually Auset. So know when I say Auset, know that I mean Isis. Auset is revered as the great protector. She's prayed to for guidance and beseeched for peace in the world. She is the epitome of the divine feminine. She's depicted with wings or just the hieroglyphic sign for throne. She's associated with the color light blue and white, and offers that she loves is fruit, molasses, honey, and candy. Like I say with all my other videos, before you make any offers to any of the Neterus, be sure to divine on it first, and I will tag a video with this video so you know how to divine, so you could ask which offers would this specific Neter like for whatever request you were asking of her. So why would you call on Auset? Because Auset teaches the secrets of magic, medicine, and agriculture. And she is also a healer. She helps heal depression, anger, anxiety, anything that is disturbing our peace. She will help heal that within yourself. My personal experience with Auset, because she's a very ascended being. When I mean ascended being, as her vibration is so much higher than us as humans, she could be a little harder to communicate with, a little harder to hear, feel, or see. So my personal experience with Auset, when I meditated on her and the first time I made offers to her, is this is a little lesson that she taught me. She taught me that we all come from the same star, which is a Sirius star, spelled S-I-R-I-U-S, sun or star. And therefore we are all star seeds, because we're all made of the same thing. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard the saying, star seeds, I'm a star seed, I'm a star seed. And she made it a very big, major point to me that we're all star seeds. And that will help humble us, because a lot of times when we feel like we have gifts, we feel like we're star seeds and we feel like we're better than our neighbor, and we feel like we have a higher purpose than everybody else, when that's really absolutely not true. There is no such thing as better or worse or anybody on this planet as a human who's not a star seed. So she made it pretty clear that we're all star seeds. And it's a way easier way to look at other people, even though some people have issues. Obviously, I do myself. But we need to understand that we all come from the same place. We are all made of the same thing. Therefore, we are all star seeds. And we are all gifted. And we are all special, especially in the eye of Auset. So how do you know she's around? Because she's associated with the sun, or she's the Sirius sun, which is actually the blue sun, or the white sun, which is why she is associated with those colors as well. If you see images of a lot of stars or a sun in those colors, or wings, or thrones, and you're seeing a lot of these kind of symbols around the same exact time, then you know Auset either A, hears you trying to communicate with her, or B, she wants you to communicate her. So let me explain to you really quick what's the difference between Isis, Heteru, and Ma'at, the images. So a lot of people seem to think Heteru and Ma'at are Isis, because I'm sure you've seen a lot of images of the ancient goddesses of Egypt or Kemet being depicted as women with wings that are spread out. All of these beings that you see with their wings spread out are not all Isis. So Isis has a throne on top of her head, which kind of looks like 3-step stairs going on top of her head, while Heteru has cow horns and a sun disc, or a sun, like a circle with cow horns on each side, while Ma'at has a feather on her head, which is actually an ostrich feather on her head. So let me say this one more time. The difference between Isis, Heteru, and Ma'at: Isis has a throne on her head, which looks like 3 steps on her head. Heteru has a sun with horns, so it looks like 2 horns with a sun in the middle, while Ma'at has a feather, specifically an ostrich feather, on her head. Oh, my phone fell. So this is how you know the difference between the images when you see hieroglyphics or you see images of goddesses from ancient Kemet. Know that these are different goddesses. Therefore, they have different representations and different meanings when you do read the hieroglyphics, just so you know. Speaking of Ma'at, I'm actually going to move on to Ma'at right now. Let me move my phone over here really quick. So I'm just doing some really quick basics on this info on these goddesses. I don't like getting too detailed on the history of the story behind them. I have my reasons why. This is really just how to serve these beings and how to get help from them and how to get healing from them. So moving on to Ma'at. This is Ma'at's bowl right here. Ma'at is the goddess of harmony, justice, and truth. She is depicted with wings and an ostrich feather on her head. You can see I have an ostrich feather right here. And as you notice, ostrich feathers are very, very, very light, because Ma'at is known to weigh your heart with the weight of an ostrich feather. She's also associated with the colors white and light blue. If you watch my videos a lot, you'll notice a lot of times when I mention a lot of ascended beings, they're associated with higher vibrating colors, which would be white and light blue. So a lot of ascended beings are usually depicted with these colors, like I think Ptah and Asar and I'm having a brain fart on name, and Thoth is also, Thoth is also associated with the colors light blue and white as well, because they're such very ascended beings. So Ma'at, for offers, she actually loves fruit. Most favorite one that I've noticed since I've been working with her is she really loves honeydew, specifically the one that I have in front of you with the white skin. I'm going to think probably because she likes the sweetness, and because she likes the white color on it as well, because it's white is associated with her, and molasses. So if you're wondering what that is on top of the honeydew in front of you, that's actually molasses. It's very, very sweet, and that's why she likes molasses over her fruit. Hold on one second. Where did my stuff go? So I'm actually about to read to you the laws of Ma'at. I'm sure you've heard of this before. If I can find my page really quick. So the laws of Ma'at, or also the negative traits that some of us have within ourselves. So the laws of Ma'at, what she does is she basically is here to bring balance and justice, and this universe is what it is. Here are the laws of Ma'at. I have not done iniquity. I have not robbed with violence. I have not done violence to any man. I have not committed theft. I have not slain neither man nor woman. I have not made light the bushel. I have not acted deceitfully. I have not taken the things which belong to God, which are offerings. I have not uttered falsehood. I have not carried off goods by force. I have not uttered vile or evil words. I have not carried off food by force. I have not acted deceitful. I have not eaten my heart, as in I have not lost my temper or became angry. I have not invaded any man's land. I have not slaughtered animals which are possessions of God. I have not laid waste the lands which has been plagued. I have not pried into matters to make mischief. I have not set my mouth in motion against my man. I have not given way to wrath without due cause. I have not committed fornication and have not committed sodomy. I have not polluted myself. I have not slain the wife of a man. I have not made any man to be afraid. I have not made my speech to burn with anger. I have not made myself deaf to words of right and truth. I have not made another person to weep. I have not uttered blasphemies. I have not acted with violence. I have not acted without due consideration. I have not pierced my skin, mortified myself, and taken vengeance against God. I have not multiplied my speech beyond what should be said. I have not committed fraud and looked upon evil. I have not uttered curses against the king. I have not fouled running water. I have not exalted my speech. I have not uttered curses against God. I have not behaved with insolence. I have not been guilty of favoritism. I have not increased my wealth except for means of such things that are mine own. I have not uttered curses against the things that belong to God and are with me, calumniated personal and sacred objects if they seem not to work. I have not harbored scornful thoughts about the God of the city. These are the 42 laws of Ma'at. I know it sounds like a lot. Obviously, we are human, and we came to this planet to live a human experience. So we are here to learn, and we are here to grow. Without any friction, there is no growth. There is no such thing as a perfect human being. There is only perfection in the universe itself. But no, there is a saying that sometimes we need to admit that God's lived through us. So this is a question that I have asked myself, and I want to ask you. Are these actions we make in our life really ours, or are they just God's working through us? That is a question we need to ask ourselves. But I think that's part of finding thyself. I hope you like my videos. If you want me to make any videos in any other Netaru or regions I have not yet, please shoot me a message and let me know. My next video will be on Ogun. He is a Orisha, and I am going to make that video on how to work with Ogun to help heal our heart energy as well. But that won't be until the following weekend coming up. That won't be for a while because I'm actually getting initiated into the priesthood this weekend. I'm very, very excited. Yay! So I'll see you guys next Saturday on the video on Ogun. If you have not yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Mind of Ro, and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, which is also at Mind of Ro. But before I go, let us say this to Ma'at. I am pure, I am pure, I am pure, I am pure. My purity is the purity of the great Benu. For behold, I am the nostrils of the God of breath, who maketh all mankind to live, on the day when the eye of Ra is full in Anu, at the end of the second month of the season Pert, winter solstice. I have seen the eye of Ra when it was full in Anu. Therefore let no evil fall upon me, either in this land or in this hall of Ma'at, because even I know the names of gods who are therein. No, Ma'at is very, very forgiving. If you need any help to balance any of these laws within yourself, Ma'at is the goddess to go to and to speak to and to search for understanding with. I hope everybody is having a balanced day. Hotep.